We are live.
Well, what's going on, everyone? Welcome
How's it going?
to The Lookout with me, Dan, my co-host Nerdy Geek, and our special guest tonight, Bruce. We're going to play the intro, and we'll be right back.
The Lookout!
Nice. I like that.
Very nice.
So what's the lookout about, Dan? Ooh, I didn't hear anything.
Uh-oh.
The Lookout
Muted.
There you go.
The Lookout is about all the brand new #1 comics that are coming or that came out this week. And me, Nerdy, and our guest Bruce, we're going to go over all the brand new #1s that came out and give you our thoughts on it. And just tell you if you should pick it up or if you shouldn't. We'll let you guys know and give you our thoughts on everything. But before we get started here, let's just give a shout out to everyone here in the chat so far. We have Barry, a good friend of mine, coming in saying episode 1, let's go.
You have friends?
I do.
Wow, I'm surprised.
I know, right? You would think I'm a ginger. You might not have friends because I steal their souls.
Oh, jeez. I cannot condone such statements.
We have my good friend who lives in Toronto, Dig It, real good friend of mine. I talk to him every day. Nice to see you here, Dig. Appreciate it. Then we have another real good friend of mine who loves every one of my videos. Just a genuine good guy, and that's Robert's Pop Springs. You might see him around in places. He will definitely sub you guys up, so be on the lookout and look for his comments. He's a good guy.
Nice.
We have Terry Floyd with us.
Terry.
I know Terry.
Terry's everywhere.
What's going on, Terry? But yeah, we'll keep saying hi to everyone who pops in as they come in throughout. But let's pull up this slide and let's get started here.
Ooh, we have slides.
We do have slides. I worked hard on these slides.
So
Now you know my pain.
some of our recommendations are going to be based on speculation because we didn't read all of them.
That is true. Some will be going off the description as well, so take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, in the cover.
Yeah, it's a Marvel cover. Just know my answer will probably like, no, don't pick it up.
All right, our first one, we're going to be covering Marvel for our first slide here, and that's Emma Frost, the White Queen, #1. Before she became a mainstay of the heroic X-Men, Emma Frost had another role, White Queen of the Hellfire Club, as she grapples for power with the rest of the inner circle. Witness Emma's ruthless ascent to the top, and when she discovers there's a mole within the Hellfire Club leaking secrets to their sworn enemies, the X-Men, Emma will stop at nothing to uncover the truth. Take a deep dive into Emma's past, learn shocking secrets, and be prepared to bow down to the White Queen. So on this, we have the writer Amy Chu and the artist Andrea DeVito. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Have you guys read this or picked it up?
Yeah, I actually read this.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's just I don't know. I'm just tired of flashback stories and comics in general. Blah blah blah. She was with the Hellfire Club. It was an okay read. I don't know. I didn't expect the X-Men to show up, but you know.
So to me, whenever I saw this, it felt like it was going to be Rogue Savage Land. It's mostly going to be cover buys.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I was iffy on this one. I asked a few people what their thoughts were on this. I didn't fortunately get this one because my shop didn't get it in time. But I mean, the covers looked really good, and from what I heard, it was the best X-Men scene on the 2-page in the book so far from any X-Men book.
I'm sure if you're an Emma Frost fan, then you're probably going to pick up all these for the covers, and that's fine. No problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's Gooner's gonna goon. So if you're a Gooner, you're gonna pick up a lot of Emma Frost covers. Because who doesn't like an Emma Frost cover to goon to?
And there's a lot of great ones too that were on this one, like her standing in front of the car.
Yeah, that was that is Sway. I think that was Sway. Sway variant incentive.
Yeah. But yeah, so would you guys recommend this for a new reader or older reader?
I would say not for a new reader. To me, it's going to be a cover buy, which again, perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's all about nostalgia and people that want to relive the 80s. They will buy this because they can't move on. They're holding on to the goddamn childhood. You know who I'm talking to. All of you guys.
No, I would. Yeah, I think it's going to be a cover buy. I think a lot of people are going to buy it for the covers.
Which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. I know some people hate people who just buy for the cover. You collect how you collect.
Oh,
yeah.
Me? Oh, no, you weren't talking about me. Sorry.
You read books, Bruce.
I know. I read a lot of books, actually.
All right, we'll move on to our next one here. Nerdy's going to look after this one here for us.
All right, here we have Godzilla versus Avengers #1. The original Avengers return to face an unstoppable enemy, Godzilla, in the aftermath of a massive battle between Godzilla, Fin Fang Foom, the Avengers, and Jet Jaguar. S.H.I.E.L.D. tries to make sense of what went down, but everyone's telling a different story. What really happened during the fateful clash? Find out when Earth's mightiest heroes take on Earth's mightiest kaiju. Round 5 in a series of 6 one-shot throwdowns. The writer is David F. Walker, and the artist is Georges Gentry.
Yep, Georges Gentry.
There we go. So I actually read this one.
Yeah, I know you picked this up. Why don't you go first?
I'm sorry, you read this.
So I read this one. They had some great covers on this. I'm happy I got those covers. I love a great Godzilla cover. But to me, this was definitely aimed at kids. The art, just the jokes they had in it, it was aimed at kids, which is perfect because we need to get young readers into reading comic books. And if this is what they're going to do, that's fine. Give me a nice cover. I don't have to read the series. But if you're probably older than 13, 14, it's probably not going to be a fun read for you.
Bruce?
Well, like the 4 issues before this, complete trash. They did Godzilla a disservice by putting him against pretty much every powerhouse and some regular Marvel characters. And what the hell? Why was Fin Fang Foom wearing a goddamn diaper? That was a diaper. That was not shorts. That was a diaper. I was so confused. And then Jet Jaguar shows up and he gets completely dismantled. Why, Marvel? Why do that to one of my favorite characters in the Godzilla cinematic universe in the Toho era of Godzilla? I'm so confused. And for all you people out there calling that Ultraman, that is not Ultraman.
Technically, that wasn't the original Jet Jaguar.
It wasn't goddamn Ultraman.
No, but I'm saying they didn't ruin your Ultraman or your. See, now you got me doing it. That wasn't your Jet Jaguar. That was one that was built from scratch by different people.
I know. The niece of the original creator. And screw you, Terry. Screw you, Terry.
Just a big shout out to Autograph Fishman, John Burgers, for coming in. Thanks for coming in, John. Appreciate it.
Good job.
I didn't get to pick this one up, but to me, this is probably going to be like a cover buy for me, just because of nostalgia of Godzilla, and then you get the X-Men, and there's also DC 1-2. But yeah, this would just be a cover pickup for me, if anything.
Yeah.
And there were some great covers in this series too. So if you're gonna pick it up for the covers, there was some really good covers here. So perfectly fine to pick them up for covers.
Yeah. Would you guys recommend this for newer readers? I say probably kids.
Yes, kids would probably like this.
Perfect. Bruce, what about you?
See my face?
He doesn't care.
I cannot, in good faith, recommend this as reading material for anyone. All I have to say, there's a front and back cover. What's in between those pages is pure trash. But that's just me. Just me. My bias with Godzilla. For a real Godzilla story, check out Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes, that is a really good series.
That is good.
And great covers on that one too.
All right, we got Jeff the Land Shark, #1. Hot off the star making appearance in Marvel Rivals. Everyone's favorite walking fish boy has bitten off his first starring miniseries. Join Jeff as he teams up with many of the friends he's made over the years and outsmarts more than few rivals along the way. And this time, he's got some all-new abilities on his side. Join Jeff, co-creator Kelly Thompson, and artist Toki Koro as they sharpen the teeth of the undeniable star of the entire Marvel Universe. Love him or hate him, you know you want to see more Jeff. Writer is Kelly Thompson, and artist is Toki Koro. That's a mouthful.
That is.
I know both of you guys picked this one up, so I'll let you guys go first here.
Go ahead, Bruce.
It was
You're
a
the
complete
guest.
cover buy. I did not open this book. People love Jeff. I don't care about Jeff's stories. He can't talk. Or can he? Can Jeff talk?
He can make sounds, and he's able to communicate. He gets his point across.
Oh, okay. So if you're looking for fun, fishy humor, there's not. Namor, you can pick up Jeff the Land Shark, the pet to everyone in the Marvel Universe. But it's complete cover buys for me. And I'm still shocked that somebody paid for a 1 in 100.
What are you talking about? You talking about that right there? That 1 in 100? Yes,
Maybe.
I'm happy that I got it.
All right, Nerdy, you're up.
I am not going to disagree with Bruce. It was a complete cover buy for me. I will read it just to see what. Yeah, that's a great one too. Munching on an Infinity Stone.
Yep.
I will read it. I'll give it a shot, but I'm not expecting anything great. Although I do like the
That's
Marvel.
my approach. That is my approach for everything Marvel. Not expecting anything great. Okay.
I did like the comic that Marvel Unlimited did. I mean, it was there was hardly anything to read, but it was just fun stories. You could tell what was going on just by looking at the pictures.
I did not pick this one up. It did not appease to me. I don't know. It just did not appeal to me. I just did not like it.
You're not a Jeff fan?
No, I am not.
Man.
He literally hates fun, I guess.
Wow.
This is why I'm surprised he has friends. Love
I
you,
got
buddy.
lots of friends.
I know you do. You're a very nice guy, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry for saying sorry. I'm sorry for saying sorry. There we go.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with the Canadian jokes, eh?
Hat on. Eh?
All right. So recommend this to anyone or another one that'd fall in for kids?
Kids may like it. I haven't read it, so I can't say, but they'll probably like it. They love Jeff. So it's cover buys, but yeah, I can see kids getting this.
Yeah. All right, on to our next one. And that is Bring On the Bad Guys, Doom #1, The Balance of Power Forever Change. An ancient artifact known as the Soul Forge has the power to collect all souls on Earth. Dr. Doom must stop it at all costs. Who is the mysterious Sister Sorrow? And what is her connection to Doom? Part 1 of a 7 villainous one-shots. Writer is Mark Guggenheim, and artist is Stefano Raffaelli. This one I am looking forward to because I love the villains, but I'm more so looking forward to the next one coming out this week or next week with the Green Goblin on it.
Yeah, that one's a really nice cover.
But that's the one I'm looking by. I heard really good things about this, and I heard the art in this is really good as well.
Well, hopefully it's going to be a good read. I was not a fan of One World Under Doom. It just hit too close to home for me. That's all I'm going to say. And it wasn't something I enjoyed. Some great covers, but hopefully this one's going to be better. I have heard that this one's story might be a little more interesting, so I will give it a shot.
Well, we know why you want to look at Squirrel Girl, Terry. Come on. She's a little thick in the. No mind. Anyway, all I have to say about this and every other Doom title this year is wake me up when this is over. I don't care. I'm over Doom. One world, one bad guy. I don't care.
You don't like Doom as a character at all?
I did like Secret Wars, I guess. When he was banging Sue Storm. What?
Oh my gosh.
Hello to the Comic Collector for stopping in. Thanks for stopping in, Comic Collector.
Good buddy. And yes, Marvel does not know how to make names. Sister Sorrow. Let's go. I don't know.
You guys recommend this or what?
If you're a Doom fan, yes.
Yeah, if you're a Doom fan, you're gonna pick it up.
If you're a new comic book reader and you walk into the shop and see this book and you pick it up, you're gonna be totally lost because you didn't see everything leading up to One World Under Doom. So, you have to go back and read and to understand where this is at and why he's so powerful.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the villain cover. So, like I said, the Green Goblin. Green Goblin is my favorite villain, so I'm looking forward to that cover.
Yeah. And to me, Green Goblin's more interesting than Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I understand Doom is a better character and far more popular, but Green Goblin is more interesting to me. It's like the Joker. Joker's just so much more interesting than Ra's al Ghul to me.
We got John Burgess saying Marvel for life.
Oh, that's nice of you to support Marvel. Someone has to.
Terry Floyd says there's some good covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry Floyd has a bad eye. He's like blind in both eyes legally.
All right, on to our next one.
All right, here we have Dr. Aphra, Chaos Agent #1. Out from the shadows of Darth Vader, Dr. Aphra returns. An all-new ongoing series featuring the rogue archaeologist as she makes her way through the galaxy in the era of the New Republic. Afra must team up with Luke Skywalker to track down a rare artifact. And what will she do when her tattoos no longer function? We'll find out. Writer is Cherish Chen, and the artist is Gabriel Guzman.
Both fans are like Lakers and Yankees fans. I am a Yankees fan, damn it. Yankees and Knicks. Knicks all the way. Oh, sorry. Man, maybe one year they'll win.
Nerdy, you can start us off.
So I did pick up a couple covers of this. I am interested to read it. Hopefully it's going to be a good series because Star Wars, you never know what you're going to get. But, you know, I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm hoping for a good story. But I did like the 1 in 25 and then the 1 in 50.
Nice. Bruce? I know you love Star Wars.
Who are you? Ray.
Ray who?
Ray who? Ray Skywalker. I love all the Star Wars movies except the first 6. I know. I'm just kidding aside. I hate the prequels. I just can't get into reading Star Wars. It's just I'm just like move on from the Skywalker era. No one care. I do not care. I want new stories.
That is true.
Far in the future.
John Burgess is not wrong. Absolutely correct.
And I'm not the guy to ask because I'm not reading a Star Wars comic ever. So I can't recommend. I don't know. Whatever.
Mine was late getting here, but I did pick this up, and I'm curious to read it as well, like Nerdy, to see if it's any good or not. But I just picked up the regular cover, the one you see here. But I think, go ahead.
Yeah, to me, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're gonna pick it up for the covers, and you might give it a read. But you know, I'm hopeful that it's gonna be a decent story. So I mean, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know you're gonna pick it up.
You know, it's funny. Star Wars fans are like the funniest fans ever. They bitch and complain about it, and then go out and buy all the merch, buy the comics. Then they bitch about it, buy everything, and then bitch about it some more. Then keep bitching about it while they have what's that stupid little alien, Mandalorian, Grogu, and they all have Grogu plushies in their bedrooms. So get out of here with that.
Hey, Chonko, thanks for coming in.
I do not have any Grogu plushies. I do have R2 though.
I have an R2 toast maker and an R2 popcorn maker.
I wanted to get the R2 French press, but I don't think it'll work that well. So
I will warn you, the popcorn maker, it does not put the popcorn in the bowl. It goes everywhere but the bowl.
That sounds about right for a Star Wars product.
So recommend this. I think a lot of the Star Wars people will probably pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, give it a shot. Dr. Aphra is an interesting character. You know, the last series did all right, so give it a shot. See what you think.
And regardless of what I just said, I do have our first appearance, first print, fourth print, and I did buy the 1 in 25 for this book.
You mean this one?
That one, yes, I bought that one also.
Yeah, me too.
I got it for $13. $13. Screw you guys. I got it $13.
I think I got it for 14, 15, something like that.
And our lone DC pickup for our DC guy in here, Bruce.
Crypto, the last dog of Krypton, #1. Today, Crypto is a normal puppy on Krypton, spending each happy, snoozy, endless day alongside his family, Jor-El, Lara, and baby Kal-El. But when a rocket test goes wrong, Crypto finds himself lost in space and soon crash landing all alone on a strange and alien world called Earth. The writer of this beautiful book is Ryan North, with art by Mike Norton. I love this book. It gave a origin of crypto, and with the movie coming out, this ties in so well with the marketing of the movie, and you get to see poor Crypto being alone in a spaceship. I felt so bad for Crypto.
Yeah.
And all I have to say is Jor-El and Lara are horrible people. Shooting a goddamn dog into space. Knowing there's wormholes and everything else around Krypton. Come on.
It was a random wormhole that they had no idea was going to pop up.
That's like walking out your house and say you stumbled into a random glory hole. Things like that. Doesn't happen. Come on.
What's going on, Paul? Thanks for coming.
We can't all be in the Delta Quadrant right next to Deep Space Nine where there's a stable wormhole that you know exactly where it's going to go.
The stable wormhole with Chakotay? Because he sucked the life out of a lot of scenes in Voyager.
Dan, what do you think?
I'm not a Superman fan, so this really doesn't appeal to me.
Perfect. He's not in it.
Dan hates dogs. Go ahead.
No,
he kicks puppies for breakfast.
Maybe. Who knows? It is canned up here. But yeah, no, I didn't really appeal to me at all, really. The covers look good. I'll give it that. That's about it. But other than that, this is not one I'm going to be picking up.
That's because you have no soul and you hate dogs.
So I did pick it up. I picked up 2 copies of it, both for the covers, but I did read it. I enjoyed the story. I thought it was a nice story. The art was good. The story was good. It made you feel for Crypto. The ending I was not expecting. That did surprise me, but we'll see where it goes from there. And for me, like, if this is a perfect book to give a little kid, because they're gonna love Crypto and it's all about him. The art's great. I would recommend it for little kids. And if you're a Superman or Crypto fan, I think you'd like it. If you have no soul, then you're gonna hate it.
I will say this. I'm unclear if this is in canon with the rest of the DC universe or this was a movie tie-in. But
I don't know.
Since they didn't state it was a movie tie-in, I'm assuming this is canon. This will be Crypto's new origin going forward. So it's going to be interesting. That ending was a little interesting. I was shocked.
Yeah.
A little twist at the end.
So
but it was a good
recommend it.
I would recommend it.
100%. Grab this for your grandmother, your mama, your daddy, your kids you have with your wife, the kids you have with the side chick. Everyone should read this book.
Everyone but me.
Yes.
Superman has not shown up in this book, so you might actually like it.
And if you're interested in Crypto, this week they had a facsimile of Adventure Comics 210, the first appearance of Crypto in comics.
You can see the original origin.
Yes.
And you might win tickets to go see Superman in Hollywood.
Yes, look for that golden bone. Is it a golden bone or a golden biscuit?
Biscuit.
It's a
biscuit. This is why I didn't find anything. I was looking for a golden bone.
Okay, it was a golden biscuit shaped like a bone. So Crypto is no squirrel girl.
I was sort of thinking Terry's a furry.
Hey, Goza, thanks for coming, buddy.
Definitely
well, then he would have loved the Zatanna cover this week by Lozano.
Oh, the Gooner furry cover, as I refer to it as.
Yes, as you refer to it. It's just I can see a furry cover, but that is the least Gooner cover.
Congrats.
That's congrats, Robert.
Nice, congratulations.
I have a dirty mind? No, I just speak what's on my mind. Just happen to be dirty.
Dig. So yeah, this week's indies. So we have Bloodletter #1. Tasha Thornwall is the Bloodletter, mystical mercenary of the world's secret underground, a former CIA operative forced to live in the shadows after being outed by Al Simmons 10 years ago. Tasha is now out for revenge when she learns Al Simmons is alive as Spawn. This mission to hunt down and kill Spawn begins in this debut miniseries. Writer Tim Seeley, artist Joseph Illich. This one I am really looking forward to because I like Sam and Twitch, and this is right down the alley of Sam and Twitch. So this one I'm really looking forward to. I got this coming Tuesday, and I can't wait to read it.
All right. I didn't start collecting comics till 2005, and we couldn't afford comics when I was a kid. Once I had my own money, I bought some. So I know who Spawn is, but I've never read a Spawn comic. I have some covers of his, so I feel like if I were to get into this, I would just be lost without having any knowledge of the backstories. So if I were to pick these up, it would mainly be for the covers. So I'm going to pass, but that's just because, you know, it's probably too much knowledge for me to go back and learn.
I would say good for McFarlane for finally expanding his Spawn universe. For a new reader, this might be a good starting point since it's not a part of the main Spawn title like Gunslinger or King Spawn or the team book. I forgot the name of the team book.
Rat City?
No. The team book with She Spawn and Angel. They have a book. I forgot the name of it. It's Spawn. If you haven't been a dedicated Spawn reader since issue 1, you will be lost. I probably read maybe like the first 15 issues of Gunslinger, and even then, there was so much backstory and references. I gave up because it was just so overwhelming. But if you like Spawn and you know what's going on in Spawn, pick it up.
Yeah, no. Like I said, this is one I'll be picking up just because it's along the lines of the Sam and Twitch, which I read. So I'll definitely be picking this one up and reading this one. So.
All right, Dan. So since you are a Spawn fan and a Spawn reader, when you read this, let me know if I have to have a lot of knowledge about Spawn in order to understand this book. And if not, then I'll give it a shot.
Will do. All right, our next one.
Is this one me?
This is you.
Okay.
Do I need to hold up cue cards for you?
Yes. Mega Man X Timelines #1. The X generation of Mega Man adventures is here. In this wall jumping, buster blasting, one-shot X and Zero track down a rogue Maverick Reploid? Is that right?
Yeah.
Reploid?
Yeah.
The ice-cooled chill penguin plus secrets revealed. How will the future change when X learns what he's truly fighting for? The writer is Daniel Arsenault, and the artist is Edwin Hume.
Any thoughts, anyone?
It's Mega Man. People love Mega Man. This is more nostalgia because I don't think current generation of kids have a full grasp of Mega Man because there hasn't been a Mega Man game in so long, except for the remasters. But Mega Man comics do well. The covers do well. So it's Mega Man.
And
Yeah.
these are
And to
all
me-
going to be connecting covers too.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So to me, this would be a whole nostalgia buy for me. I played Mega Man. I love those games, but I'm talking like the original Mega Man and Mega Man 2 and 3. So it's been a long time for me to be in that world, but I did enjoy the game. I've never read a Mega Man comic, but the nostalgia, the whole nostalgia part of it, I would probably pick a couple of covers up if they piqued my interest. I don't know if I would read them. I'd probably rather read the Sonic ones because that's more nostalgic for me. I played that way more. But I can see, if you're nostalgic, you like the covers, pick them up.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a nostalgic one, or people who are huge Mega Man fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which there are. They're out there.
Terry Flood is recommending that you don't read the first 7 issues of Spawn because McFarlane writing sucks. Start reading it after issue 8.
Okay, so I can skip the first 7. I only need 8 through 300 and something. Got it.
Yes.
But yeah, this one probably going to be for the gamers and nostalgia people, I think.
Yeah, I can see gamers just adding this to their Mega Man collection.
All right, next slide. Maybe.
Uh-oh. Did we run out of slides?
No,
No.
there's more.
We
got more slides.
This time.
There it is.
Oh, okay. Since let me remind Nerdy, not your turn yet.
Oh, okay,
Michael.
cool.
Red Sonja Noir #1. When her mercenary partner is murdered, Sonja is drawn into a feverish hunt for a priceless artifact known as the Crimson Calypso. Writer David Avalon and art by Edu Mena takes you on a whirlwind spin across the world of Red Sonja like never. Oh, sorry, added that.
I'm like, well, where is he reading from?
This is what goes on in my head. Random stuff pops in my head, and I just say it. Sometimes I have diarrhea of the mouth, not actual diarrhea, but just keep on talking. Yeah,
This is a Lyrics League cover, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, looks like
This
Lyrics
is like
League.
the best cover.
So for me, I have some Red Sonja books. They are all complete cover buys. I have never even opened up a Red Sonja book, so I have no idea. The most information I have on Red Sonja was from the movie with Arnold back in the 80s, and that was it.
So bad. It's so good.
Arnold, not Conan. That wasn't Conan, even though we all know it was Conan.
Mm.
So if you're a cover lover, it's hard to not, find at least one of the 20 or 30 Red Sonja covers that come out that you like. But I don't think I've ever met somebody who says, "Oh, I love the Red Sonja stories; they're the best."
Yeah, no. Like I said, this is one that, if anything, it'd probably be a cover buy. I don't think I've even read this. I don't even have any of this in my collection, to be honest with you.
Like most Red Sonja and Vampirella readers, like Dig It says, is once you open a Red Sonja book or a Vampirella book, you cannot reopen it because of pages being stuck together. Just saying.
You mean what's on the inside is worse than the cover?
What? Did you?
What's on the inside of the cover or the book is worse than what's on the cover?
Well, what's on the inside of the book gets worse after Aguna opens it.
Thus, they must have been worse or better, however you want to look at it.
I don't know. If you like your book smelling like bleach, let me know. If it smells like bleach, you have a problem. Go see a doctor.
But yeah, I think this one's going to be just for people who like Red Sonja or cover by. So
Yeah, I didn't pick up any of these, but I do have some. I like her Lisner covers, and when Parillo does her covers. So yeah.
all right, move on to the next one here.
Hey, hold up. Dan, it's your turn.
I know. Star Trek Omega #1. The crews of Theus, Defiant, and Enterprise set to work restoring the universe to what it should be after the evil android lord's intention. Each hero finds their pace in preordinary or unexpected ways with individual scenes depicted by one Star Wars or Star Trek's Defiant mainline artists. Writer Jackson Lansing, artist is unknown.
I'm a Trekkie. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to give it a read. You know, Star Trek has actually had some decent series lately. I'm really loving Lower Decks, and I didn't get to finish, but I know the Defiant series was really good. A lot of people liked it. So I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to give it a shot.
I read this. It made me want to go back and read what's been going on for the last year, because this is tying up a really big storyline, and it was awesome seeing Cisco, Janeway, Picard, all in one book. It was great. And literally, Picard walking in and smacking the council around for Worf was awesome.
Dan, what do you think?
I can't recommend this, but I can't recommend this book for new readers. I can't do it.
No, there's a lot of backstory you're gonna have to know.
Yeah, I think you'd have to read the lore wars first before reading this one.
Yep.
But I haven't read any Star Trek books, so I'd be out on this one. I don't know if it'd be a good starting point for new readers or not.
No, but I don't think this will be good at all for new readers.
Yeah,
No.
you would know once you read it. You'll let us know.
You would need at least the last year or two's Defiant and then the Lore Wars, in order to get to this one.
Yeah.
But the Defiant series did have some really nice covers. Who was the artist, Bruce? The one in tens?
Osaki?
Yes. Those are some really nice covers and hard to find.
Cover.
Yeah, crazy hard to find.
I'm gonna have all of them. I gotta organize my books this week and pull out
then
all
submit
my
them to CGC.
No, I just sent 50 books off to CGC yesterday. I am not submitting the CGC for another 2 months.
All right, here's our next slide.
Oh wait, I got something. Nerdy Geek, your turn now.
Nice. Thank you, Bruce.
So
we have Christopher Chaos. Christopher Chaos #1. This terrifying new arc for the series introduces the Chaos Verse, Dr. Henry Jekyll, and a brand new monster hunter known only as Hellbound. Writer is James Tynion IV, and artist is Isaac Goodhart.
Bruce?
I trust in Tynion. Anything, any story book he puts out is top tier storytelling, and hopefully, some of his writing gets made into shows or movies, because we have seen some horrible shows and movies come from independent. Let me see, Mark Miller. Just saying. Jupiter's Legacy was trash. Just saying. He's no Tynion.
This one I'm thinking about picking up. I've been eyeing it, but there's a lot of different cool covers. But I don't really know much about the character. So this one would probably be a good starting on point, maybe, to kind of learn a bit more about them. But Nerdy, what about you?
I've heard of the series and the character, but I've never read anything about it. Just from the little synopsis, it sounds interesting. I love monsters, I love horror books, and I have yet to read something by James Tynion that I didn't like, so I'll give it a shot.
So yeah, probably a good jumping on point for new readers.
Without reading it, I couldn't say. Hopefully, because I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot to see how it is. Bruce, what about you?
I will give it a read. I'll probably read it tonight, actually.
All right,
I have
next one.
rates. All right. Benjamin number 1. In one LA motel room, a cosmic quest is about to begin. Edgar Award nominee and Philip K. Dick Award winner Ben H. Winters and rising star Leo Max unravel a 3-part prestige format series exploring the hallucinatory second life of a brilliant author who imagined our desperate future but never imagined he would become part of it. That was a lot. Sounds like a lot. And it's a nope. Writers Ben H. Winters, artist Leo Max. It's only press, so I don't know.
All I see
Nerdy?
is Dwight from The Office on this cover.
That's what I was saying.
That's all I see. I don't know anything about this. Hearing the synopsis of this, it doesn't really pique my interest. I'm probably just gonna pass, unless somebody tells me, hey, if you read this series, it's actually really good, then I'll probably pick up whatever issues I missed, but I'm gonna pass on it.
Yeah, I think it's a hard pass for me as well. I mean, I might just pick up the cover because it looks like Dwight, and I'm a huge Office fan, so I might just pick up the cover for that. But other than that, I think it's a hard pass for me.
Yeah, take it to a con and have him sign it too. And don't even say why.
Why?
And our last slide. And this is Return to Skull Island number 1. After Kong's battle with the Kraken, survivors soon discover that far worse lurks in the shadows, and that their unlikely ally may not be able to protect them from Skull Island's horrors. Writer is Simon Furman. Artist is Chris Jones.
So as a Kaiju fan and a Godzilla and Kong fan, I'm gonna pick it up and I'll give it a shot. Some of the covers are pretty nice on this, so I'll probably pick up some covers on it. We'll see if it holds my interest. I mean, Skull Island was the best of the Universal Monster Universe that they're trying to do with Godzilla and Kong and all that, but hopefully the comics is just good.
Bruce?
I'm not a fan of Kong. I'm still salty of the original Godzilla versus Kong.
That was horrible.
That was bad. Godzilla should have kicked his ass.
They always size him up too.
Yeah,
they always have to size him up.
He's not as tall as Godzilla. Goddammit, he was crawling up the Empire State Building. Just saying. Godzilla could literally step on the Empire State Building.
That might be a little too out of scale.
He's bigger than life. That's all I have to say. Yeah,
I saw Godzilla in '98. He wasn't that big.
And nobody talks about Godzilla in '98. Stop. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Not a thing, sir. Not a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I might pick this up. I don't know. Kong doesn't really appeal to me. So, but seeing what he might be fighting kind of does. So I might pick it up just for that aspect.
Yes, Godzilla does rule, but Kong tends to have the better movies and stories. You telling me Skull Island wasn't better than the first Godzilla movie?
Which first Godzilla movie?
Well, the first in that Skull Island whole series that they're doing now, the shared universe.
I don't recognize that universe. I don't know. It's just weird just having American filmmakers touch Godzilla. It's just weird to me.
But you said you didn't even like -1, and that was great.
-1 was not a Godzilla movie. It was all about the researchers and some people and stuff. Godzilla was in it, but it was not a Godzilla movie.
That's why it was Godzilla -1. He was the minus.
And how was he standing in the middle of the ocean?
The way he always stands in the middle of the ocean.
Was he standing on a pile of garbage? Was he standing on a mountain under the water?
What you don't see is his tail is spinning underneath like a propeller, and it just keeps him buoyant.
If you have not noticed, in Godzilla movies, he always stands up when he gets close to the shore, not in the middle of the goddamn ocean, making stuff up. Damn, that guy should be fired from doing Godzilla -1. Screw that guy.
That movie won an Academy Award.
Yes, for the human story, not the Godzilla story. Just saying.
You guys got any pickups you want to show?
Sure.
I might have some handy.
I can
Or some variant covers of what we showed today?
What? How many books?
We talked about this earlier.
Hold on, I'll make it bigger. If we can get it here.
I'll do that with my diet.
Wow, I can show them. I just happen to have some comics handy.
Oh, okay. So we talked about Godzilla versus the Avengers. That's cover A. The Jet Jaguar cover. Not
Nice.
the original Jet Jaguar. And the versus cover. All these boxing versus covers with the Godzilla versus series have been great. So grab those 3. I think those are the only ones I have off a hand that were based off of our number 1s.
Awesome.
Oh, wait,
Bruce.
no, here's Crypto. The Dan Mora cover.
Who's your
Nice.
boy? Who's your boy?
That's the only time he appears in this book, Dan, so you're okay.
That's good.
Dan's hate for man is illogical and wrong. But I bet you he loves Jimmy Olsen, don't you?
No. Who's that?
Never mind. Nightwing. Yay. Titans.
That's a nice cover.
I was a fashion school serial killer.
I hear a lot of good things about that book.
It's such a good read. More Titans. Obviously, I love the Titans. Wonder Woman. It's Chef, the Land Shark. Foil, Spot Foil.
Nice.
Dr. Aphra. Amazing Spider-Man. Crypto. Yay, Crypto. Yo, Joe. Tatana.
That's a nice cover.
That's a nice cover.
The Furry Guna cover.
Yep. The furriest of the Gooners.
Yes. Gwenpool, number 2.
Oh, don't
F
get
that
nerdy
book.
started on that.
F that book.
Why?
I don't want to spoil it.
It's on the cover. Catwoman, Panosian.
Panosian does great work.
Godzilla versus Avengers. Godzilla versus Avengers.
Hey,
And
Zach.
Godzilla versus Avengers. And that is it.
Nice. I have these ones here that I picked up. So I've been collecting the Dooms division. I have the variant Peach Momoko cover, issue number
Nice.
3.
Nice.
And Sam and Twitch, issue number 14. It's been a great series.
I haven't read that one at all.
I love it. We got Psylocke number 8. I've been really loving this series and the covers.
Yeah, I've actually enjoyed the Psylocke series. It's not great, but it's been enough to just keep me going. And the covers are amazing.
Yeah, and I got Zatanna, but this is the George Perez Legacy variant cover.
Nice.
I like this one a lot. And then we picked up Detective Comics 1098. This is the variant cover by Bruno,
Oh, nice.
which is one I really like. But yeah, that's just what I picked up so far this week.
Those were nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think you're getting trolled, Bruce.
By who? Screw you, Terry. Screw you. That was an Ultraman cover. He would have been like this on the cover.
Thanks for coming in, Zach. I appreciate you. See you in there.
Yeah, so all in all, out of the 2 I read, one was good, the other one, no. But I'll definitely check out Dr. Aphra and I forget the other one that we said that sounded interesting.
Christopher Chaos?
Yes, Christopher Chaos. I'll check that one
Yeah,
out for
I'm
sure.
going to be checking out Bloodletter because that's kind of along the Sam and Twitch series, which I've been reading for Spawn. So definitely be checking that out, and Christopher Chaos as well.
Yes. And actually earlier today I sent Dan a message saying, screw you, Dan, for picking these books.
He did.
But
You
it's
did
a good
too.
selection. Good selection if you want to check out some new series. You get a lot of number ones this week. But don't have high hopes for any writing from Marvel Comics these days. But yeah, that's just my opinion.
Well, I read 2 of the number ones. One was DC, one was Marvel, one was not good, and one was great. So you're not too far off base there.
This is why he's on my panels.
No,
But
but
yeah,
we'll see how it goes next week. Because you said next week we only have 6 titles to go through.
yeah, six or seven, I think it was. I had double check, but I think there's a couple new DC ones though. So
Yeah, I'll try and make sure to read all 6 or 7 of those, so that way I can give
but yeah, I'll have the list
more of an
out.
opinion than just, it sounds all right.
But thanks everyone for coming to the show. We appreciate it. Me, Dan.
Who's our guest
and
next week?
co-host Nerdy Geek. We don't have one next week yet, so we will find out. Maybe Bruce
Hopefully-
will come
hopefully
back since it's
hopefully
DC heavy.
Hopefully I was going to say hopefully you find a guest as entertaining as I. But if I'm coming back, I have to top this performance this week.
I was going to say,
Good.
Bruce, are you busy next Saturday?
Next Saturday. Yes. Wait, maybe. I have to go to a birthday party at 4, and I'm only planning to stay till they cut the cake. It's for a 2-year-old, so it shouldn't last freaking 3 hours.
Oh, it'll last 3 to 4 hours.
See, look, even Terry Foy saying, Brucifer, can you come back?
But everyone will be back from Heroes Con next week, so it'll be a lot easier to get some people.
Yeah. I already got a few people that want to come on, so they'll be fun.
Nice.
Yep.
But yeah, so this is our show. On the lookout. It's going to be every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Atlantic time, and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Central Time. So
Yay.
this is Dan. This is Nerdy. Our wonderful guest, Brucifer. There are links for their channels are in the chat, so definitely go check it out and go sub up to them. And make sure to hit that like on this, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. This is Dan, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
See y'all.
Bye-bye.